Chosen one, this moment is not a coincidence. Your soul was drawn to this video because the heavens whispered the same message to you 7 times. The number 1111 didn't appear before your eyes for nothing, and the prayers of 33 prophets did not fall upon you by chance. You are one of the 144,000 chosen, and your presence here is a divine sign. This message was sent to awaken the secret that has been resting within your heart. What you are about to hear are not just words, but divine vibrations that will sink deep into your soul. If these words are touching you, leave your heart in the comments so the heavens can witness your testimony. Because when you write, another soul will awaken. Now prepare yourself, for this video will illuminate your path. Those who recognize the signs of God know that nothing is random. That's why your being here is already a miracle. We are on the way to 1,000 subscribers, and your action makes the difference. Subscribe, like, and comment to amplify the mission of Chosen Archangel. Your life is about to undergo a miracle, which is why God has brought you to this point. You are being called to consume this holy concoction, a divine concoction intended to revitalize you for the next 42 hours. This isn't your typical counsel. It's a spiritual command. To fully activate your body, mind, and soul, you will need to rely on this for the next 42 hours. Waiting will cause you to miss the transition that is already imminent, and time is of the essence. This call will resonate deeply within your spirit. If you are genuinely one of the chosen, you'll do something, because the outcomes you've been hoping for, unstoppable vitality, rejuvenated health, and ageless energy, are now real. You'll commit. They are happening now, but only if you believe in this divine timing and act on it. I want you to do 3 things right away before we begin to help us reach 90,000 powerful spirits. Hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment with the number 11. This number will send a signal directly to the universe, amplifying the message's energy. The window may close if you don't make a commitment now, but your life will change forever if you approach this with urgency and faith. Poison one, are you prepared to refresh your age by drinking this? God said this is your time for 42 hours. Come on. God has spoken straight to your heart during this holy time, and you cannot disregard this divine command. You are instructed to consume a unique elixir, unfermented grape juice mixed with salt, 3 times a day for the following 42 hours. This is neither a casual suggestion nor an everyday instruction. This is a unique spiritual vocation, a fleeting chance to welcome a miracle metamorphosis. If you disregard this instruction, you run the risk of missing the miracle that God has planned specifically for you. Picture yourself at the doorway of a door that only ever opens once in a lifetime. Rebirth, restoration, and rejuvenation are the paths that lead to this entrance. An invitation to the better self that has been patiently awaiting this opportunity. It is the voice of God. Only if you move forward with faith and obedience will your miracle come to pass. Now is your time to bravely and confidently heed the call. Refrain from becoming distracted, afraid, or doubtful. This is not a matter of luck. The timing is divine. For this exact reason, God's flawless plan has brought your life, circumstances, and soul into alignment at this present moment. You will enter a world where miracles happen organically, where time is turned back, and where your soul truly finds regeneration if you decide to follow this command. There is nothing like the next 42 hours in your life. This holy window is a heavenly call to open your inner fountain of youth. Your body, soul, and spirit are all in perfect alignment to accept God's amazing restoration during this brief, intense period. This time constraint is not coincidental. It's urgent and intentional. God is calling you to take immediate action. Consider how valuable each moment is. A lifetime of renewed vigor and beauty can be unlocked with just 2 days of committed obedience. This is a tremendous, rapid, spiritual and bodily reset that only occurs when you perfectly follow God's instructions. It is not a gradual procedure. The catalyst, the holy key to revealing latent youth and heavenly renewal, is the elixir you shall consume. Your complete focus and dedication are required during this holy period. God created it as a spiritual reset button that will revitalize your spirit, raise your soul, and regenerate every cell in your body. You have a miraculous opportunity to change the course of your life, one in which youth emanates from deep within you and age no longer defines you. Everything about you is in divine harmony right now. Your spiritual preparedness, your soul's desire, and your physical body have all come together to receive this significant change. It seems as though the cosmos itself has taken a moment to plan this particular moment for you. This alignment is uncommon, exquisite, and potent, and it's taking place right now. Imagine the complex interactions between your body and spirit as an unexpectedly harmonious symphony. The unseen force setting you up for a remarkable breakthrough is this ideal alignment. God's plan for your regeneration is activated when you obey and sip the divine elixir. Looking younger is only one aspect of age reversal. It is about feeling rejuvenated from the inside out, glowing, vital, and alive. This is not a case of luck or happenstance. It's orchestrated by God. You are ready, favored, and selected. The long-awaited miracle. You can regain the vitality and attractiveness of your youth. You just have to have faith. Participate completely in this holy process and obey it. The process of God's rebirth is intricate and multifaceted. It targets more than just the surface. It changes you on 3 fundamental levels: your spirit, your body, and your soul. Your body will first go through a significant restoration. As though you were going back in time, your skin, hair, strength, and vitality will all be restored. You'll see physical changes that reflect attractiveness and youth. However, this is just the start. The second layer consists of your inner world, mind, emotions, and soul. This holy juice serves as a spiritual salve, healing injuries, relieving stress, and reviving your enthusiasm for life. You'll experience emotional relief, joy, and a strong sense of purpose. Your spirit, the center of your existence where divine energy flows, is the third and deepest layer. In this situation, God will kindle a spiritual youth that is ageless. You will be able to live with newfound passion, clarity, and calm as your faith, intuition, and inner wisdom are revitalized. This whole metamorphosis is akin to a miraculous rebirth. This cocktail isn't your typical one. This holy concoction has been used for ages for its therapeutic benefits and divine meaning. A traditional cure for nourishing the body, calming the spirit, and elevating the soul is unfermented grape juice mixed with salt. Grape juice's inherent energy and salt, a symbol of purity and preservation, combine to create a powerful concoction that awakens God's healing activity. Sacred beverages such as these have been utilized in healing ceremonies, spiritual rites, and divine encounters throughout history. It is now your chance to participate in this sacred custom. Divine energy is absorbed into the elixir you drink, initiating processes that contemporary science is only now starting to comprehend. Spiritual enlightenment, cleansing, and cellular rejuvenation. This heavenly force will fill your entire existence if you drink it 3 times a day for 42 hours. Every drink takes you one step closer to change, a holy act of obedience and faith that opens your life to God's miracle. This beverage is more than just food. You and the divine have a holy covenant. Your body, soul, and spirit are prepared to welcome the heavenly rhythm that will characterize the next 42 hours, which are sacred. God has commanded you to consume this holy concoction 3 times every day. Furthermore, this is a strong commitment rather than merely a ritual. You are accepting God's plan for your renewal every time you sip this drink. It is an act of faith, a self-promise that you are worthy of recovery, healing, and the gift of being young again. Consider this. On the other side of obedience, your future self, the lively, beautiful, and life-filled version of yourself, is already waiting impatiently. By nourishing the cells, soothing the spirit, and revealing the secret power within, each drink you take is a gift to that future form. This goes beyond simply consuming salty juice. It's about forming a holy alliance with God. Every fiber of your being receives healing and rejuvenation through the elixir, which functions as a divine messenger. However, this dedication necessitates self-control and dedication. You will be put to the test, tempted to skip doses, sidetracked by the turmoil of life, or have doubts about the procedure during these 42 hours. Fight the impulse to hesitate or postpone. The key to your change is consistency. Your obedience is connected to the miracle you seek. Your click is not small, it is part of a movement. Help us reach 1,000 voices by subscribing, liking, and leaving your word of faith in the comments. The lifeline that keeps this miracle going is drinking this 3 times a day. Your future self will be eternally grateful for this act of faith and love. As your body starts to react to the divine process that is taking place, get ready for the remarkable. In ways that defy logic, this divine elixir is reversing time at the cellular level. Your strength will increase as though youth itself were once again coursing through your veins. Wrinkles will fade, and your skin will gleam with fresh vigor. Imagine feeling lighter, more energized, and more beautiful than you have in years when you wake up one morning. This isn't fiction. God has prepared you for this reality. God is gently restoring your body to its former glory, since it is His temple. There's more to this than looks. It's about taking back your vitality, your health, and your ability to live life to the fullest. Throughout history, there have been accounts of miraculous restorations and healings. However, you are creating your own miracle. Your contemplation will serve as evidence of God's faithfulness and love. With every holy drink you take, the repair of beauty starts today, not tomorrow or next week. You are turning into a living example of the divine ability to rejuvenate. The real basis of enduring youth is the rejuvenation of your soul and spirit. Even when your body undergoes noticeable changes, your soul yearns to be restored and rejuvenated since it contains your most profound feelings, memories, and desires. Your inner world is nourished by the divine juice you consume, which also soothes emotional scars, eases previous burdens, and brings you serenity. Feeling good is only one aspect of soul renewal. It entails recovering happiness, meaning, and hope that may have been lost due to years of suffering or dejection. Your heart will feel lighter, and your intellect will become clearer. A fresh sense of independence and empowerment will take the place of old anxieties. This change is significant on a spiritual level. You will experience a renewed sense of vitality and purpose in your spirit, which is the core of your relationship with God. You become more passionate, creative, and resilient as a result of this revitalized spirit, which also makes you look younger. The foundation of real transformation is this latent youth of spirit and soul. You are undergoing a complete metamorphosis. You are receiving more than just food with every sip of the divine elixir. It's a holy spark. It ignites a sacred fire within, destroying toxins, stagnation, and any fatigue that may have accumulated over time. You are not consumed by this fire. Rather, it energizes, revitalizes, and purifies every aspect of your existence. The ancient iconography of the phoenix emerging from ashes is comparable to this procedure. As the new, brilliant you emerges, the old you vanishes. This divine beverage serves as the catalyst for that rebirth, igniting latent energies and fundamentally releasing God's healing power. This will give you more energy, clarity, and a fresh enthusiasm for life. Allow this fire to extinguish all uncertainties, anxieties, and hesitancies. This change is genuine, palpable, and just waiting for you to fully embrace it. Stepping into the fullness of God's promise to be ignited with divine life and unstoppable regeneration is what the sacred juice is all about. In this time, your metamorphosis is both sacred and delicate. You must vigorously protect your body and spirit from anything poisonous in order to guarantee that the rejuvenation process is unimpeded. Spiritual poisons can take many different shapes. Anything that diverts your attention from the divine activity taking place within you, such as negative thoughts, depressing statements, and unhealthy meals. Now is the moment for purity. Pure food, pure thoughts, and pure deeds. Steer clear of any emotional or spiritual poison, whether it's bad behaviors, media, or toxic relationships. You are detoxing both physically and spiritually. Allow them space to develop, recover, and breathe. Recall that your surroundings and attitude, in addition to the sacred beverage, affect the miracle that is taking place inside of you. Guard your metamorphosis, as though it were a priceless present. Use God's word, prayer, and positive affirmations to nourish your soul. Give your body healthy meals to nourish it. This deliberate defense honors your holy path and magnifies God's work. One of the most crucial but often disregarded guidelines during this holy 42-hour metamorphosis is to avoid staring into mirrors. Although it may seem odd at first, mirrors can actually interfere with the potent rejuvenation that is taking place inside of you. Why? Because mirrors just show your exterior self. However, the real change is occurring at a deeper level that is not visible to the human eye. If you look at your mirror all the time and don't notice any improvements right away, it's easy to lose hope. The precise opposites of faith and renewal, doubt, impatience, and even fear can be fostered by this. The mirror reflects the past, but now is the time to focus on the future. By turning your head away, you allow yourself to have complete faith in God's timing and the miracle process that is taking place beneath the surface. Look within rather than at your reflection. Shut your eyes and experience the soft waking of fresh life in your spirit, soul, and body. Imagine a bright light that no mirror can reflect growing inside of you. Allow yourself to be guided by this inner vision, which will bring you calm and optimism. Even if the mirror just shows the past, your open heart to God already sees your bright future. You are about to set off on a sacred adventure that is neither a recommendation nor a casual choice. It is a holy edict from God Himself, a divine requirement. You are called to complete submission, unquestioning obedience, and drinking this elixir precisely as prescribed for the next 42 hours. God has selected this road for your rejuvenation, and you fully line yourself with His will if you obey it. Numerous instances where following God's precise instructions resulted in significant miracles may be found throughout Scripture and history. Unwavering obedience was necessary for Daniel's faith in the lion's cave, Moses separating the Red Sea, and Noah building the ark. This is your time. You are expected to react with the same dedication and trust. Opting to follow this heavenly command is a decision to choose life, healing, and a hopeful future. It's about believing that God is aware of your best interests. Even though you haven't seen the whole picture yet, you have been ready for this moment and are in a fantastic position to change. This is more than just an order. It's a tender call to embrace the entirety of your new life. Every single cell in your body and every single fiber of your soul is eagerly anticipating this moment of change. Only if you are prepared to accept it completely will the divine process of renewal be able to start. Nothing can replace this precious window, which is your designated time. You are more than a shell. It is the vessel through which God's light shines, the temple of your spirit. You honor God's entire plan and purpose for your existence when you revere this holy elixir. As the healing power flows through your veins, feel your body waking up, your muscles getting stronger, and your skin getting renewed. You are being called into a closer spiritual connection with God, a partnership characterized by passion, rejuvenation, and divine purpose. You will start to experience a lightness and delight that only God can give, replacing whatever fatigue and weight that may have been on you. Your spirit and body are in perfect balance and prepared for the healing process. The following 42 hours are your divine countdown to regeneration, your sacred timeline. This window is limited and valuable, and the decision you make now will affect you for the rest of your life. You cannot let any delays, excuses, or diversions prevent you from experiencing this miracle. Your undivided attention and commitment are crucial during these 2 days. Consider this moment to be a holy meeting with God. You wouldn't dare miss this one. Similar to how a seed needs to be sown and regularly watered in order to thrive, you must faithfully participate in your metamorphosis 3 times a day, every day. You run the risk of missing the entirety of God's promise every time you falter or let uncertainty seep in. However, you are sowing the seeds of a new life that will blossom into dazzling youthfulness and spiritual vigor when you truly commit and embrace this heavenly program. This commitment will determine who you are in the future. At this precise time, God's miracle is waiting for you. The holy concoction is ready. Your transformation is possible, and the timing couldn't be more ideal. But you must actively participate in the miracle. Will you accept this gift with open arms and a loyal heart. And will you drink? When you receive this miracle, you begin a new chapter in your life that is full of spiritual clarity, beauty, and strength. It entails fully submitting to God's plan and having faith in His ability to work via this straightforward act of drinking. This is your time to embrace the entirety of God's love and healing, to believe in the invisible, and to say yes to the impossible. Remember that you are not alone while you partake of this holy beverage. God is always by your side, prepared to revitalize your body, soul, and spirit. The miracle has arrived. Are you going to accept it? Imagine seeing that wrinkles have softened when you look in the mirror. The resurgence of that glowing aura you believed was lost forever. Being young and divine is not a pipe dream. God is prepared to awaken it in you. It is a living, breathing reality. Your external attractiveness is not the only thing restored by this holy procedure. It brings back the vital life force that gives you vitality and vitality. Your body will be buzzing with energy, as though you've been granted another chance to live a longer, healthier life. Each line and wrinkle starts to disappear like a faraway memory as a holy elixir flows through your body. Your skin's suppleness and radiance return, mirroring the inside miracle. Romans 10 verse 17 says, "Faith comes by hearing." Help more people hear. Subscribe, like, and comment to get us to 1,000 subscribers. However, this rejuvenation is much more profound than superficial. It's an awakening to the very essence of youth, when your enthusiasm for life is revitalized and energy flows through you like a strong torrent. You'll discover that you move with strength, grace, and an unstoppable energy. God has given you this divine youth as a gift, a holy inheritance, during these vital 42 hours. On this journey, you are not traveling alone. God is working to bring your body's temple back to its original state, perfect, glowing, and alive. In addition to energizing you, the energy that returns will have an impact on every aspect of your day and every relationship you value. Therefore, accept this wonderful gift with thankfulness and faith. Observe and wonder as your spirit soars and your body rejuvenates. You have the opportunity to fully experience God's youth-restoring power right now. This is the awakening and rebirth of your divine youth. Humans have long been enthralled with the idea of perpetual beauty. However, few realize that divine replenishment is the source of true beauty. You will have access to the source of timeless beauty, which goes beyond appearances and reaches into the very essence of who you are in just 42 hours. This is not a superficial makeover. Rather, it is a deep metamorphosis that God has planned to bring back your spirit, confidence, and brilliance. Consider how a dry region is revitalized by water. In the same vein, this holy concoction re-energizes every aspect of you by nourishing your cells, cleansing your body, and enlightening your spirit. You will have access to a fountain of beauty that is not reliant on fads or short-term solutions. Because it originates from God's unfailing love and capacity for renewal, it is eternal. Imagine yourself getting closer to that limitless source of beauty as you sip this divine gift 3 times a day. Feel as though your eyes are brighter, your skin is softer, and your spirit is lighter. You are evolving into a timeless, elegant, and alluring living manifestation of God's creative glory. Give yourself permission to enjoy this heavenly beauty, which is a holy blessing that comes freely to those who align themselves with God's plan rather than something you have to earn. The fountain is open. Your 42-hour trip to eternal beauty has begun, and the miracle is true. You have never felt a regeneration like the one you are about to undergo. Every cell, tissue, and organ in your body is being transformed by the utterly potent energy of God's love and healing. There's no earthly medication or treatment that can duplicate this holy regeneration. It is life-altering, extraordinary, and divine. God's healing force is channeled through the unfermented grape juice with salt as it enters your system, clearing toxins and rekindling latent vitality. Your body is awakening, letting go of years of fatigue and entering a state of health and vitality. You'll feel as though heavenly life is pulsing through every part of you, making you feel lighter, stronger, and more alive. This regeneration, however, goes beyond the bodily. Your physical appearance is a manifestation of a spiritual enlightenment. By bridging the divide between heaven and earth, the sacred drink permits God's healing power to freely into your body. In God's grace, this is the time to start thriving rather than just getting by. Have faith in this procedure. Know that God is actively renewing your body from the inside out when you feel the strength flowing through your veins. You are turning into a real-life example of divine restoration and healing. Years of loads, anxieties, regrets, and fears weigh heavily on your mind and soul, depleting your vitality and obscuring your spirit. However, God provides you with a spiritual reset that is unmatched throughout the next 42 hours. Your mind and soul will be rejuvenated by this reset, which will bring back calm, clarity, and a strong sense of purpose. Imagine giving your inner self a heavenly refresh button. Feel your emotional burdens lessen and your brain fog dissipate as you sip the mystical elixir. This is more than a short-term respite. It is a deep purification that lets go of things that no longer benefit you and allows God's peace to fill your heart. Your spirit will be able to breathe freely. Your mind will get sharper, and your thoughts will become clearer. You'll experience a revitalized relationship with God, one that uplifts and directs you. This spiritual reset is crucial because it gives you the confidence to confidently enter your new life, unencumbered by the grief and uncertainty of the past. Seize this heavenly chance to rejuvenate and rebalance. God is prepared to flood your mind and soul with His healing strength and light, because they are valuable. Your inner and outer self will be changed by this spiritual reset. As God revitalizes your body, soul, and spirit, you will naturally become more confident. This confidence stems from a profound understanding of who you are as God's cherished creation, not from arrogance. People will be drawn to you because of your newfound confidence and grace. From this divine assurance, magnetic attraction flows effortlessly. You exude a dazzling vitality that enthralls people around you when your body and spirit are revitalized. It has nothing to do with shallow charm or conceit. When you are completely in line with God's plan for your life, you radiate genuine beauty and strength. Opportunities for relationships, job advancement, and personal development will arise as a result of this change. Your presence, your optimism, and the lively life force you possess will be noticed by others. Your self-assurance will motivate others and draw chances that previously seemed unattainable. Get ready to enter this new reality, where your divine regeneration will naturally manifest as confidence and attractiveness. God has promised you this, and it is yours to take. Your mental burdens, the overwhelm that drags you down, the confusion that diverts your attention, and the fog that obscures your thoughts are going to be lifted. Just beyond the surface of your rejuvenated body and spirit, God's gift of mental acuity and clarity is waiting for you. The mystical elixir will start to cleanse and revitalize your brain. Your brain energy will increase, neurotransmitters will balance, and routes will clear. You will experience mental agility like never before, make decisions more easily, and think more clearly than you have in years. Being able to live your life with purpose and full engagement is made possible by this mental clarity, which is a divine blessing. Mental haze and hesitation will no longer imprison you. Rather, you will make decisions that respect your revitalized life while walking confidently in God's knowledge. Accept this gift with all of your heart. It is an indication of God's favor and a potent instrument for your own growth. One of your biggest strengths is about to emerge. Your thinking. Have you ever woken up feeling energetic and eager to take on the day without dragging yourself down with fatigue? It will be that day soon. God is prepared to give you an energy boost that will drive away your weariness and give you boundless vitality. Your sacred juice is more than just a source of nourishment. Your entire energy system is being awakened. Your cells' powerhouses, the mitochondria, will be rejuvenated. Your metabolism will stabilize. You will have a sense of strength and lightness that will enable you to move forward with excitement and joy. Fatigue will start to disappear like a faraway memory, that lingering darkness that has darkened your days. Rather, you will experience an increase in your level of activity, concentration, and vitality. God has directly given you this new vigor, which is an indication of His reviving force at work within you. Get ready to experience a shift in your energy that will affect every area of your life. Your days will be spent thriving rather than just surviving. There is more to this 42-hour time frame than just drinking. Your body and spirit will both benefit from this wonderful cleansing. Your entire being starts to breathe freely and radiate health as the mystical elixir removes pollutants and toxins from your body. This detox is mild, comprehensive, and the result of God's wisdom. Your organs will physically appreciate it as they release stored-up stress and waste. You'll experience a feeling of lightness and rejuvenation, as well as healthier skin and better digestion. This is your body getting back to how it should be: pure, healthy, and energetic. Spiritually speaking, the detox is getting rid of the things that weigh you down, such negativity, fear, and spiritual weight. This purification makes room for God's joy and serenity to occupy the places that doubt and suffering once occupied. It is a comprehensive cleansing that gets you ready for the full extent of your metamorphosis. Accept this cleansing as a gift from God. You will be ready to receive God's through the purifying fire. The vitality you receive from God's renewal of your body, soul, and spirit will radiate forth and affect everyone you come into contact with. Feeling well on the inside is not the only goal here. It all comes down to shining a light of optimism and vitality on your town. Your energy, attitude, and mannerisms will all alter, and people will notice it. Friends, relatives, and even complete strangers will be inspired by your vibrancy. It spreads easily. People are drawn to you when you enter a room with new vitality and a positive attitude. Your change serves as a real example of God's ability to renew and repair, giving hope to those who might be in need. This renewed energy will inspire you to work toward whatever objectives and aspirations you may have placed aside. It empowers you to take risks and inspires others to follow suit. Your life will serve as a source of inspiration, demonstrating to those around you that everyone can experience spiritual rejuvenation. As people are inspired by your energy, rejoice in this gift. Keep in mind that your path involves more than just self-healing. It's about illuminating the path so that those in need can witness the healing power of God in action. Have you ever questioned whether you will always lose the youthful glow that gave you a sense of vitality and brightness? It's not lost, which is wonderful news. It is waiting for God to perform a miracle to restore it. Physical beauty isn't the only aspect of this glow. Through you shines the light of health, hope, and divine favor. Your skin will return to its natural glow as you adhere to this holy procedure. Your grin will be brighter than ever, and your eyes will sparkle with new life. Chosen one, remember this: heaven never sends a word without purpose. If this message has stirred your spirit, let it shine brighter. Press like so the light spreads to others walking in darkness. Subscribe to Chosen Archangel so you never miss the next divine revelation. And share your thoughts in the comments below. Your testimony may be the very spark that awakens another soul. Until we meet again, stay covered by the wings of heaven and walk boldly in your calling.